Just could not be more proud of our team, our fans, my staff. Obviously, we've had a tough 10 days and really a tough start to the 2023 year. And we talked before the game about let's just fight. If you care about something in your life, you fight. And I thought we fought hard tonight. I didn't mean for Lex to do it on purpose and cut her lip open. But, and the other thing I'll say is I understand that people have to talk about and write about or whatever, the 750 thing, but this has zero to do with me. This is all about our team and the amazing effort that they put in against a phenomenal team. So happy for them to see them excited and their work rewarded. Thanks, Box.
Bill, what flipped from Saturday to Monday?
That's a great question. I think we talked a lot about, the team we were 10 days ago and how we were playing. Our kids have worked really hard. I have zero issue with their effort. We just weren't, and it sounds simple, but we just weren't making any shots at all. And it put a lot of pressure on both sides of the ball for us. But we have a very mature team. We have very good leaders. Sunday, we practiced really short and really hard, and we practiced great on Sunday. So I knew we'd come out and compete. I didn't know what was going to happen, but the leadership of our team and the ability of them to understand that, every team goes through it, or most teams, so we handled it pretty well.
What's a victory like this do for you guys moving forward and just kind of accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish?
No, I mean, obviously, when you've lost 3 games in a row and you're looking at the schedule and you're looking at Texas, at Baylor, at Oklahoma State, there's a lot of bad things that come into your head. So I think in our league, like I said, you got to eliminate losing streaks, try and get winning streaks, even if it's small. And I've said this, you guys have heard me say this ad nauseum, eliminate the sweeps. And by winning tonight, Texas can't sweep us. So I think, and it's a quality win. I thought it was a great game to showcase our university, our fans on TV. So that was cool. So I think our kids can breathe a little bit and relax and take a couple days to rest up. And we got 5 to go.
What was it like down there on the floor at the end of the game when you had your entire team kind of huddle around you, and I saw you brought Deb down as you guys were watching the montage? What was kind of going through your mind? What were you thinking?
My parents, Deb's parents, just how lucky I've been. Thank God there was no portal in marriage. Deb would have been in the portal probably a long time ago. And I've had the honor really to work at 2 amazing schools. Certainly most of my time here. This place is so special, and what they've done for me and my family, there's no way to quantify that. But I've had a lot of great coaches and a lot of great players, and been really lucky that a place like Iowa State's allowed me to do this as long as I have.
What does it say about Lexi to be able to take a hit like that and re-enter the game in the same half?
Yeah, no, she's a tough kid, and obviously, you don't know. You don't know how a kid's going to handle that. She took a heck of a shot, and you're bleeding, and the choice is a tough one. You got to go and get stitched up and come back out, and I mean, it was still bothering her, and we're icing it all the time, but that's the kind of things that I think sends a message to your teammates. Well, if this kid's going to come out and continue to fight, well, I better do it. And she's a competitive kid, and I wasn't surprised. I didn't know what the injury was, and she came back out and sat down, and Doc and Megan, our trainer, said she can go, and I said, well, then get in the game. And she just dropped the ice and went in the game.
After a couple tough losses and you're playing a team of the caliber of Texas, how important was it to just come out and make a statement early?
No, I thought, really, I thought the beginning of every quarter, we were pretty good. But we started the game really well. We didn't take a lot of threes, but we made some big ones early. I thought defensively, we were locked in early. Just the first 2 minutes, I think everyone calmed down a little bit. Fans got into the game. But, that's when you make a couple of shots, it allows you to set your defense and things like that. So the start of each quarter, I thought, was really, really big for us tonight.
I think you hit 7 of your first 11 threes after, as you mentioned, struggling a lot recently. One shot in particular sticks out to me because of when it came, Danae's corner three
Right.
after they whittled the lead down.
Right.
Did that look, good off her hand?
Yeah.
What were you thinking as she fired that up?
First of all, I was saying I hope she shoots it because she had just missed one in the opposite corner right before that. But Nae's, we've talked about, she's a tough-minded kid, and she likes the moment. These are the games she really likes this kind of game, I think, where there's a little bit of a lot of stuff going on in the game, but not surprised she took it, and the ball was delivered perfectly, and that's a shot that when it goes in, you don't think you've won the game, but you're feeling like you're in a pretty good spot. We got it to a 3-possession game on that shot, so happy for her because she's worked really hard at it.
Texas shot 69 times, you guys just 47. Usually that doesn't equate to a win.
Right.
What's that say about your team?
Yeah, they got a lot of offensive rebounds. Sometimes you play good defense. Sometimes the other team misses. Sometimes you just got to find a way. But, historically against them, our field goal attempts are down because we have a hard time running offense against them. They're so good. And we knew we would have that. The biggest thing that we talked about besides try to rebound, which, we're going to struggle with them. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country, was don't commit a foul on a putback. Like, just guard and just try and get a rebound. But no, limit the and ones, and they don't kick out for a three like we do. So we just tried to send as many bodies as we could to maybe one would fall in our hands. And then I said, if you can't catch it, knock it out of bounds. We're pretty good on inbounds defense. So there was a struggle there for sure.
Bill, as you stated earlier, this season's kind of winding down. It's getting close. With that, in that respect, what kind of message do you think you sent to the committee and your crowd? What kind of, all that together, and beating a good Texas team and just kind of all that together?
No, I think, the message probably every team searches for is that you're a quality team, that losses that you have had are part of it, and you beat a really good team. The environment here is great, and when you're looking for that and you're looking for seeding and all those kinds of things, sure, it's got to be a help. I don't know what their net ranking was, but I'm sure it was very high. So, when you're trying to get quality wins at this time of year, and a lot of people saw it. A lot of people were probably watching on ESPN2 tonight. So hopefully it's something that people see us for what we were tonight, and hopefully it's something that we can build on.
Coach, for your team, especially with this result against Texas, first win in 3 years, I think, against them, what's it do for this group, your staff, and you personally from a confidence standpoint?
No, I think obviously that's a team that we've really struggled with. To be honest with you, except for, we lost to them in overtime twice in the conference tournament. Other than that, we haven't been competitive. So I think just the idea that we all have these things in our life that, I'm not going to say you're afraid of, but there's things that whether it's a tougher class, whether it's something you do at work, that you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this. And I think tonight, win or lose, I think we at least they left here thinking, hey, we can compete with them now. And I always tell them the last thing I tell every game is when they walk up the ramp, you know, your heart needs to be full, your head needs to be up, put a smile on your face because you're excited about the future. I tell them that before every single game. They're blessed to play here. They're blessed to do that. And I think tonight they walked up that ramp with their head up. And we haven't been able to do that against Texas very often.